there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. So, ay sa wakas, last na yung video. Nakadalawa na ako eh. Yung Japan, nakakatakot talaga. Puta, ibang klase yung Japan. Dito, darkest secret naman tayo. Dito naman medyo kababalaghan, nakakatakot at nakaka-intriga at nakaka-suspense. Iba dito eh. Kahit di masyado nakakatakot, sobrang lupit naman ng mga nalalaman natin. No? Ibang klase dito sa 5 paranormal events that you will not be able to believe actually happen. Galing ko na mag-English. Pinasa ko lang. Teka, bubero lang ako. Hinga lang ako Ay, gabi na eh. Alauna na eh. Siguro 1:30 na. Alauna na kanina nung nag-video ako eh. So ito, tirahin natin ito. Darkest secret bago pa tirahin ng iba.
And it is in the last mentioned that collectors of all kinds have displayed their
Uy, si Goku. Tangina, pag si Goku naging multo, ayawan na.
most precious treasure. That was exactly what the following video was trying to show.
Akong kape.
A young man displaying his action figure collection, and asking his audience for ideas for a world of zombie superheroes. However, something happened in the video that not everyone noticed.
What?
Something that no matter how many times I rewind, I still cannot understand. Let's see if you realize for yourself.
Pag nga Spider-Man, bungo no. Angas eh no. Angas.
Did you notice?
Hindi, putang ina. Uy, pumikit si Jane.
Did you notice?
Boom! Puta, ba't ka pumikit? Gago ka. Naantok na si Jane. Si Jane? Tangina, si Tarzan pala yun. Sorry Si Jane ay kay Tarzan, di ba? Pero Mary Jane naman yun. Mary Jane naman sa, si MJ. Mary Jane yung partner ni Spider-Man. Naantok na si MJ. Puta, ba't lumilingon? Bakit lumilingon? Di ba may manika na pag ginagalaw mo, Barbie yata yung pumipikit. Pero yung lumilingon side, hindi natural yun. Gago talaga to.
I am aware that the latest technological advances have entered the world of toys with force, but I find it difficult to believe the way that figure moves. Both eyes and the eyelids are the product of a new generation of ultra-technological toys. That figure is rigid and seems to be made of only one piece. So, how do you explain this recording? Is it an animation? Or an edit of this user? Can an edit be that realistic?
Gago, ang
Leave
creepy.
your opinion
Ang
in the
creepy.
comment box.
Ang creepy nito.
Number 4.
Iba naman ito napapasok.
From Putaendo, a town located in the central area of Chile, Dio Ramirez sent me a strange footage that he recorded himself. As he explains in his email, recently he had found a job as a security guard at his town's psychiatric hospital. One night, not long ago, something unusual happened. The man heard as if someone was trying to open a window inside one of the buildings. Faced with the strange situation, he took out his camera and approached the window as he told the child to go to sleep. The video ended without anything strange until the next morning. Watch the video first.
Ito na.
Hola. ¿Por qué no dormí? Duerme.
As I was saying, for him, the video ended up being normal. Of course, if we think about it, a health facility always has patients. However, our subscriber tells us that his face was completely disfigured when the next morning, after speaking with one of the nurses, She told him that this area of the hospital was practically abandoned
Oh, shit.
due to remodeling work.
Wow, walang niya mo.
He was even
Kinalibutan
more
ako doon.
terrified when he also learned that this hospital does not receive minors. Only adults were admitted here. Something strange, because he said he saw a child playing in that area for about 1 week. Do you think it was a hoax? Or did his colleague actually record the presence of a spirit? Let me know what you think.
Tang ina, hindi ko na yata kaya.
Number 3.
Hindi ko na yata kaya tapusin, mababaliw na ako. Takot na ako. Tang ina niya. Kaya mo to, Boss Rino. Kaya mo to,
The
tatlo na lang.
following
Tatlo na lang.
corresponds to an intriguing footage sent by Zamir, a regular subscriber who tells me that one night he began to feel a strong burning smell coming from his neighbor's house. When he went outside to his garden to look, he noticed a large flame coming out of one of the doors of the home. Neighbors called out to alert the homeowners, but there was no one there. They were waiting for the firefighters to arrive when he decided to record, placing his cell phone between the fence that separates the two houses. Without imagining that his camera will record something impossible.
Nakita ko na yata to. Oh shit, ito malinaw to. Nakita ko na to pero ito ngayon malinaw. Oh. Tang ina no. Lumakad sa apoy, hayop. Yan no. Hindi kaya, di ba baka nasusunod yung bata talaga?
Did you notice? Incredibly, the figure of apparently a child appears from the flames. I have analyzed this footage, and I think that due to the characteristics of the recording, it makes it very difficult to manipulate it with ease. The pixels of the being that crosses the flames, the frame rate of the video, and of the being match perfectly too. How is this recording explained? Is it a paranormal manifestation? Or is it just an incredible chance formed by the constant movement of the flames? Give me your opinion.
Takot naman yan.
Number 2.
Kasi nakita mo pag lumalakad siya sa apoy, yung apoy parang nagkakaroon din ng space no. So ibig sabihin hindi siya edited or something, 'di ba? Hindi siya espiritu din. Parang kung espiritu 'yon, parang hahalo lang sa apoy. Ewan ko. Number ano na tayo?
Liliana writes to show us
Pwede ba-
a very interesting video.
Pwede ba tigil ko na lang? Dito na lang. Hindi na kaya. Natakot ako doon sa isa sa Japan.
In her email, she comments that her mother works as a general service assistant, a position that allows her to interact with employees of various functions. They have told her about the repeated phenomena that occur in the workplace from time to time. Incredible things that for her were impossible to believe. However, on October 8th, everything changed. Because together with a few colleagues in charge of security, changed their life forever.
Tapos bumukas kusa. Wala akong nakita, napansin.
Liliana's mother says that that gate is not automatic, that it does require the manipulation of that guard both to open and close it.
Oh shit.
What the guard touches is nothing more than something to put keys. It is not a switch, so the movement by itself is absolutely incomprehensible. Our subscriber clarifies that the land where the gate is located is flat, and that according to the guard, at that moment there was no wind. In her email, Liliana is sure that episodes like this cannot be product of chance, and that something completely unknown lives in that place where her mother works. Do you think they are paranormal activities?
Alam ko pag paranormal, yung mga light na bagay lang, yung mga poltergeist, yung mga light na bagay lang ang kaya nilang paggalawin. Pero isang buong gate. Tapos nakita niyo naman yung puwersa ng gwardiya, kailangan pa ng puwersa ng katawan eh. Grabe naman to.
Number 1.
Siguro yung multo nagji-gym kaya medyo malakas, kaya niyang kaya niyang iuro yung gate, di ba? Oh, kita niyo kung nakita niyo yung puwersa ng gwardiya bago niya
We conclude this video with 3 disturbing images which hide incredible stories of people who say they have immortalized mysterious entities, both in churches and in other sacred temples. The first story corresponds to a testimony given by an employee who carried out reconstruction work in an adjoining shed of an old church. He, along with his companions, always heard shouts from a distance. However, they never gave it any importance. But one night while he was alone, those shouts became frequent, and what's more, little by little, they were becoming clearer and more frightening. Given the proximity of those sounds, he immediately decided to leave there, but not before taking a few pictures with his cell phone in case it captured something abnormal. It was not until the next morning that he was shocked to find this.
Yan.
Only when he saw this image, the man understood how close he was to that strange entity that, according to him, was what all this time uttered those piercing cries. The second testimony is given by a young man who returned home during the early morning hours after attending a party with friends. After saying goodbye to the last of them, he began to walk through the middle of the street because, without knowing why, he felt observed. As he walked, that sensation increased exponentially until he passed the front of a church, an instant in which a loud whistle froze his blood. Practically in state of panic, he took out his cell phone and pointed it towards the church where that whistle came from. Afterwards, he began to run without looking back until he reached his home. Once at home, he was afraid of the image he had taken because he did not know what he was going to find. A fear that would be backed up when he saw this disturbing image.
Oh! Nasabi ko na sa hula eh. Nakakatakot naman to. Tama na.
He simply could not believe what his eyes saw, because there was a mysterious figure standing at the top of the temple, an image that caused a lot of attention in social networks, because the neighbors also claimed to have heard that disturbing whistle. What could be the origin of this enigmatic being? Leave it in the comments. Our third and last story features a Spanish student who, along with some college classmates, went to the parish church of El Salvador and San Nicolas in Madrid.
Shoutout ko muna yung Briones family na taga-Kalawan sa taga-trabaho, yung tatay, sa resort ni Ninong Morales. Di ba? Nakalimutan ko pa ano. Basta Resort Morales Resort. At saka yung dalawang anak niyang babae na nanonood sa akin dito sa atin. Shoutout sa inyo ha. Nakalimutan ko pangalan ni Tatay. Basta Briones family. So game ulit.
To entrust themselves to Saint Joseph of Cupertino to ask for a favorable outcome in their final exams. When leaving, the young man captured an image of the place with his camera without imagining what that photograph would reveal later.
Ito naman, simbahan na naman to. Uy, yun yan. Ba't nalipad dyan?
The student is sure that the figure that is observed at the top corresponds to the image of Saint Joseph of Cupertino, a Neapolitan monk born in 1603,
Oh, shit.
and that during his life they attributed him with mystical powers, that he even had the ability to levitate, miracles that declared him as a saint of airplane travelers, pilots, people with intellectual disabilities, and of course, students. For many, this is the image of the monk who is present in places where people entrust themselves to him and where he is respected. Could it be that faith in Saint Joseph of Cupertino makes his presence visible on the cameras? Could this be achieved by being in a church? Let me know what you think in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonor Clay. And this was the darkest secret.
Bobo talaga ako doon sa present tense, sa past tense, sa future tense. Bobo sa talaga. Bobo ako. Baksa ako sa English eh. Sinulatan ko lang yung teacher ko para pinasa niya ako. Ay, ano ko, nakakatakot talaga. Paggabi, ibang klase talaga. Ibang klase talaga. Grabe. So, ayun. Sa wakas, natapos na rin yung aking pang-upload. 3 video lang tayo muna ha. Hindi na kaya ng powers. So, maraming salamat sa mga nanonood at mga na-subscribe. Dumadami na tayo. Grabe. Lumalaki na yung pamilya ko. Lumalaki na yung pamilya natin. Dumadami yung mga anak ko. Pag pinakain ko kayo, ang dami nyo. 248,000 na yata tayo. Grabe. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So, yun. Ayun, subscribe, like. Sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe, mga bago dito. Subscribe tayo at lagi tayo magtatakutan. So, ayun, maraming salamat sa panonood at hanggang sa muli.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands.